One of the first things you want to do when you get a new tent is actually set the tent up and test it. And there's several reasons for wanting to do that. And that is to learn how to set up your tent, learn the options and configurations, and get comfortable with it and test it. Now, an issue for many people, if you live in an apartment or if you live in a home where there's not a lot of room, like we don't have a big backyard. So many times I've got to set up tents either in the garage or I set them up on the driveway. In this case, because the tent is not too large, I'm going to try and set it up in my backyard. The challenge, as you can see though, is between the grilling station and the putting green and the pool and now our outdoor furniture, there's not a lot of room. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to see if I can move some furniture around and set up the tent. I've got to come up with 10 feet by 17.5 feet for this particular tent, which is the Kampa Hailing 4 Air Pro. And then if I want to add on the mesh vestibule, I'm going to need another 3.5 feet. So I'm going to need about 21.5 feet by 10 feet to set this up. We have not camped in this tent before, so we're excited, but like I want you to learn, test, practice, put your tent up, take it down, put your tent up, take it down, because when you get to a campsite, it can be raining, it could be cold, it could be windy, or it could be dark, and that's all those have happened to us in one situation. All right, after moving some furniture around, we won't be able to entertain this weekend, but I've now got the footprint down for the tent. This is a quick walkthrough of our intense glamping tent, a Kampa Hailing Air Pro 4, meaning it sleeps 4 people. It's an inflatable tent, has no poles, and everything is completely open right here. The opening area of the vestibule, or walking into the wet section, is a mesh vestibule, and it's completely tied back. And then the center door right here, both the door and the screen mesh have been pulled back and toggled. And then as I go across in the inner sleeping area in the back here is both sections are completely open. The mesh doors and mesh windows are open. And as I move over to the left, the door is completely open, the mesh, the window, and the curtain. So it's a complete walkthrough of what the tent looks like and how it is when everything is toggled back and opened up. Here's our intense glamping tent coming in from the side. The side door is completely open and toggled up. Both the panel door and then the mesh on the inside, both parts are toggled up, but this shows you how we can access the tent from the side. This particular door panel has grommets on the end, so I can set it up as a awning or a cover, extend it out with some poles. But this is a walk in the tent here. Kind of see the sleeping zone back here in the back where we have a bear sleeping right now. And we have the couch. This is our living zone. Another bear here. And then we have the large window over there. And then we walk through, and here is the wet zone in the front with the vestibule toggled back. So that just gives you an idea of what the tent is like when everything is pulled back.